Today I am back with a things I've been loving lately video. So this is basically just like a favorites video, but I don't like to tie myself down to every month because I don't want to be forced to choose favorites just for the sake of doing a video. Into my actual favorites, I do want to quickly introduce myself for those of you who may be new here. My name is Ayesha. I make videos about fragrance, beauty, luxury, and lifestyle. If those are things you're into, please make sure you go ahead and subscribe now. And if you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So like I was saying, this video will just be talking about products I've been loving over the past few months. The last time I did one of these videos was November 2020. I usually don't like to wait that long in between, but here we are, late February, and I'm doing it now. So let's get into the products. So the things I have to share with you today are makeup, beauty, fashion, a couple food items, all sorts of things. I do want to note that this video will not include fragrance. For the past few times that I've done these videos, I've excluded my fragrance and done them in a separate video, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. So watch out, the next video that will go live on my channel will be the fragrances that I've been reaching for a lot over the past few months, the same time period. So just wanted to put that out there in case you're only here for the fragrance. This video will not include any. So we're going to start out with makeup, and I only have 3 makeup products because I honestly don't really wear much makeup anymore. So the first item that I have is from Fenty Beauty, and this is their new powder foundation. I have mine in the shade 385. So I did do a video all about this powder foundation and telling you guys my first impressions of it. And since then, I've actually used this quite a bit. Now, I do want to say that I don't think that this color is the best shade for me. But the shade that I think I need, that a lot of you all recommended to me on that video, and that after I looked through a bunch of reviews and everything, I think the shade that I need is always out of stock at my local Sephora, and I really want to go in store and get it just because I feel like the shades are kind of hard to navigate. So I haven't picked that one up yet, but I have been wearing this one and it's been working for me. It's a slight bit too dark and too warm for my skin. However, I've been pairing it with a lighter concealer underneath my eyes, and I find that when I apply this lightly, the color difference is not as noticeable. I do think this will probably work perfectly for me in the summer once I get a bit of a tan. But as of right now, it's a little bit too dark, but I do really like it. It gives a nice natural looking finish. It does not look powdery or cakey on my face, in my opinion. You can build this up, and I think it builds to like a solid medium coverage. I prefer to wear it as a light to medium coverage. They say you can build it up to full. I don't try that just because that's not really what I'm looking for when I'm wearing a powder foundation, but just keep that in mind. There are lots of videos out on this foundation, so if you're interested, check out my video, of course, if you haven't seen it already, but also check out some other people's videos and see if you think it'll work for you. But I've actually really been enjoying this, and I'm kind of surprised that I've worn it as much. One thing that I really love about this is that it feels like nothing is on your face. Now, I will say that can be a bad thing, because yesterday I wore this, forgot I was wearing makeup, and like rubbed my face, and I was like, oh shoot, what's on my hands? So keep that in mind, but literally to me, it feels like I'm wearing nothing when I wear this foundation, which is a big plus. The next makeup product I have is another foundation, and this one is from Makeup Forever. This is an old foundation to me, and I hope they still make this. I've had this for quite a while, so hopefully they still make this, but this is the Water Blend foundation. Now, when this foundation came out years ago, it was to replace their face and body foundation, which I also used to love. I actually know I have a video somewhere, so I will find it and link it for you guys. But this Water Blend foundation is just bae for light coverage, natural coverage foundation. And that's what I like, especially during the summer. It's another one that you don't feel on your face. And although it's lightweight, to me, it still feels not very sticky. I feel like it lasts a long time for it to be lightweight, and I just think it feels really good on the skin. If you compare this to like MAC Face and Body, which I also like, but that one to me feels a bit more like dewy and more like just moist on your skin, like it never really fully sets. This one kind of sets. So like I feel like with this one, I like to apply it with my hands. I do apply it with brushes sometimes too, but for the most part I apply this with my hands and I rub it in basically like a lotion. So to me this kind of works like a tinted moisturizer, but I find that I don't get as oily as I do with like regular tinted moisturizer. So I really like this. It's kind of just a light tint on the face. You're not going to get any real like good coverage off this, but I get a sheer to light coverage, and a lot of times that is enough for me. I forgot to mention, I'm in shade Y455, and I've had this bottle so long. I'm all the way down here, but I feel like I've had it so long that I probably should buy a new one because this is probably expired. But I haven't had any adverse effects from it, so yeah. And then the last makeup product that I have, it's actually not really makeup at all. It's a chapstick, but this is from Pat McGrath, and this is the Lip Fetish Clear Balm. I picked this up earlier this year. I actually featured it in a beauty haul. I picked this up when Pat McGrath was having their like $12 lip sale. It has been going on for a while, and when I checked last week, it was still going on, so hopefully it is still now. But I picked this up for 12 bucks and it is really good. It's just a clear balm. I had this like in a color that I don't remember what the color is, but I feel like the clear is just more moisturizing than the colored one. So I've really been enjoying this clear. I like to keep it in my purse, and it's one of those things that when I look at it, it just gives me that nice little, it's a piece of like everyday luxury. It's one of those things that I look at and it just makes me feel slightly fancy. When I pull it out, it feels really good. It moisturizes my lips really well, and it's just one of those things that it's just a tiny thing that makes me feel good throughout the day. And so yeah, I love it. I've been keeping this in my purse since I got it and been using it pretty much every day. And I mean, look at this packaging. I love it. Pat McGrath packaging is amazing. Y'all know that, right? So anyway, this is the Clear Lip Fetish Balm. So I have one skincare product that I wanted to share with you guys. And if you watched my last like beauty haul, I picked up some new skincare products, but there is one in particular that stood out to me, and this is from Fenty Beauty, and this is the Fat Water. This is a toner that hydrates but also helps control oil. I'm not quite sure how they do that, but I honestly feel like it does a great job. I do feel like this helps to refresh my face, and it just makes my skin feel really balanced. It takes away the oil that I have on my skin like in the mornings, and I feel like it helps keep me slightly bit more matte as opposed to not using it throughout the day, but it never feels drying. It never makes my skin feel tight. Sometimes I've even forgot to put on moisturizer after using this because it just doesn't feel like everything is being sucked out of my skin like some toners. So I've really been enjoying this. Now the packaging is kind of odd. Like you twist it open and then you squeeze it, but the thing about it is this liquid is kind of, it's like a thicker liquid. I don't know if you guys can tell, but let's see. Maybe you guys can tell. It kind of looks oily in a way. And I guess that's why they call it fat water. But like, so when you squeeze it out on your little cotton swab, I don't know, it's kind of weird like to get the amount right because this doesn't squeeze that much, you know? And if you squeeze it too hard, then you get out way too much product. But I mean, I like the all-in-one thing, like that you just twist it, but I don't know, sometimes I get too much product or too little product, but it's not a big deal. I love the product inside and really happy with this one so far. The other Fenty skin products that I've tried, I like the other two, but I didn't include them in this video because as of right now, I'm not sure they're their favorites, but this for sure is a favorite. I have a body care product to share with you guys, and I had to pull this out of my shower, but this is a body oil, and this is by the Up and Up brand. I believe this is supposed to be a dupe for the Neutrogena sesame oil, which I used to love. I used that years ago, probably, I used it when I was in college, so I'm not gonna tell y'all how long ago that was because y'all don't even know my age. Just kidding. But I used it a long time ago and then I stopped using it. And recently, like over the past maybe like 3 to 6 months, or probably about 3 months, I picked this up at Target and I've really been enjoying it. I like to use this directly after my shower. So I actually keep it in my shower. So when I get out, I kind of towel myself off a little bit and then I apply this all over. And my skin on my body is super dry, has been that way pretty much all my life. And this actually works. Like, a lot of times when I use a body oil, it's not enough to keep me moisturized, honestly. But with this one, I feel like I'm still moisturized in the morning when I wake up. So if I use this at night a lot. I take showers at night and in the morning usually. So usually I'll apply this at night, but I have applied it in the morning as well. And like I said, it keeps me moisturized until I need to take another shower. So I feel like that's very good. And this probably had maybe cost like $8 maybe. I believe the Neutrogena one is probably around like $15 if I remember correctly. I could be completely wrong. But I've been loving this no matter the cost. It's really worth how much it costs. I have 2 nail polishes to share with you guys, and I have to be honest, like, my nails are completely bare right now, and that's pretty much how they've been the majority of the last month or so. I've been slacking on my self-care lately, I will admit it. I've been slacking. And I just haven't felt like doing gels. I've just been very lazy about taking care of myself recently, and don't get on me, y'all. I've been going through some stuff and I'm trying to get back in the swing of things now. But anyway, my nails have been bare for the most part, but there are 2 nail polishes I wanted to share with you that I have reached for a few times over the past couple months. So this first one is from Essie, and this is called Midday Mocha. This is from their Expressi line, which is a quick dry nail polish. And I like it because it's quick dry, but I have found that this one tends to last a little bit longer than some other quick dry nail polishes that I've tried. So typically when I use a quick dry nail polish, it's because I'm trying to like get in and get out, get my nails done real quick, and film a video. That's generally what just to be completely honest. So if you guys have seen my nails polish, it's probably that I polished up right before I filmed my video and then they chip the next day, you know? So that's me. But anyway, I do find that the Essie ones last maybe about 2 days on me. Most other quick dry polishes chip on me like same day or next day. And it's because like when I do a quick dry nail polish, I'm trying to be super quick about it. So I generally will not apply a top coat. I know that's not the best if you're looking for long lasting nails, but like I said, when I use a quick dry, I'm just trying to like get in and get out. So yeah, I like the color on this. I like that it doesn't look dull if I don't apply a top coat. And I like that it lasts usually at least a full 24 to 48 hours. So yeah, this is Midday Mocha. The other polish that I've used quite a bit is from D&D, and this one is called Golden Sahara Star. So this is a glitter nail polish that I picked up a couple months ago. I actually have this in a gel, which I actually prefer the gel of this, if I'm being completely honest, but I haven't been using gel polish. But I like this because it's one of those glitters that you can just easily put on your nails. I only need 1 coat of it. And I do apply a top coat over this just because the glitter is not completely flat. But I just feel like it's a quick thing that I can do, and when glitter chips, it's really easy to touch up, especially if you only do 1 coat of it because it'll still look even. So I've worn this a few times. You guys have probably seen it on my nails, and I just really like it. So yeah, that is D&D Golden Sahara Star. So next up, I have a couple fashion type items, and I have to start with my favorite thing hands down over the past couple months, and it is this robe. So y'all not gonna be able to see it, but I will insert a picture. But this robe is by Skims. Yes, you heard right, Skims from Kim Kardashian. I had never picked up anything from Skims, but I had my eye on this robe for a while because I wanted a long robe that was pretty lightweight but still felt really soft and comfy, and this definitely fits the bill for that. This is a velour robe. It comes in, I think, about 4 or 5 colors, but I love this color. It's like the color of caramel, and I love it. It feels so soft and comfy, but it doesn't feel heavy. It's not too bulky, and it is a long robe, which is what I was looking for. So I've been loving this. I've been wearing it pretty much every day since I got it. I will link it below. It's kind of expensive, which is why I did not buy it like when I first saw it. I was trying to find something similar for less money, and I've never bought anything from Skims, so I wasn't sure that it was worth the price tag, to be completely honest. But I love it. I love it so much that I want to get another color. That's how much I love it. That is how much I love it. I want another color of this expensive robe, but so far this one is working out for me right now. But yeah, highly recommend. Next up is a pair of joggers. I don't have them down here because didn't feel like grabbing them, but I will insert a picture of me wearing them right here. And these joggers are from Target. They were very inexpensive. I want to say they're like $12 or $14. I know for sure they're less than 20. And I love them. They're so comfortable. They fit me well. If you've been following me for a while, you may know that with joggers and my body shape, they don't always work out. I'm very bottom heavy, very, very bottom heavy. And yeah, I have big thighs, so they don't always work out. Sometimes they just look too skin tight, or they don't come up all the way. They're a little bit too low cut. These fit perfectly, and I've been wearing them to lounge around the house, but I also can wear them out to like the grocery store to go pick up my kids or something like that. And they're just a great deal. I think I am probably going to buy another pair because with Target, you know, they be discontinuing stuff, and then yeah, so I'm probably gonna buy another pair. Let me do that after this video, but I love these joggers. Also from Target, I have this pair of pajamas. I didn't want to pull these out because they're actually in my dirty clothes right now. I just wore them last night, but these pink pajama pants are so nice. It's part of their Beautifully Soft line. And they have that like soft, slinky, stretchy material. They feel so comfortable. They're not hot, and they just feel like heaven. Like they are so, so comfortable. I like this print, but they usually come in different types of prints, but this one I do like. And another thing I like about them is they are long pants, but they're not so long that I'm tripping over them, and I am just under 5'4". Sometimes I have a problem with pajama pants, especially like wide-legged ones being too long. These I feel like hit me perfectly. And I also think that even if you're about like 5'7", 5'8", I still think that they'll work for you. But they're not gonna, like on me, they hit the ground, but they're not to the point where I would trip over them. So yeah, I love them. Now, if you guys watch my vlogs, you know I picked up another pair of pajamas from Target, and I bought those to take out of town with me. I had to cancel that little quick overnight trip, so I haven't actually worn those yet, but I did want to mention them because I do love the look of them. If you guys are interested, I did want to mention them so you can pick them up before they sell out, because I feel like Target pajamas, they are gone like so quick. But yeah, I did want to mention those, but they're not technically a favorite because I haven't fully worn them. I've only tried them on. I do have one pair of shoes to share with you guys, and these are my Doc Martens. So this is what they look like. I believe these are the 1460s, if I remember correctly. Like, I think that's the style name. And they're in patent. And I picked these up a few months ago. And for the longest, I wasn't sure about the whole combat boot thing because I feel like it's not really in my it's not really my style, to be honest. And I still feel that way, but I have been wearing these and really liking them. And I will say that when I wear these, sometimes I feel slightly like they're not really me, but then I wear them and they just work. So it's okay to step outside of your style box every now and again. I still don't really feel like I can rock them like a lot of other ladies can, but I do like when I do wear them, and I've gotten a lot of compliments, and they are very comfortable. The only bad thing I would say about these is that because they're patent, I think they kind of squeak a little bit, like when I walk. Not where it's super noticeable, but like when I try them on in my house, that's mostly when I notice them. And then maybe because it's quiet, but like if I'm out and about, I don't really notice it. But I did want to mention that if you are interested in these. And yeah, love them. My first pair of Docs. I have one handbag to share with you guys, and it's not a new bag. It's one I've had for years, and I've actually contemplated getting rid of so many times, but I've fallen back in love with it. This is my favorite MM. Yes, favorite MM, and I have it in the Damier Bin print. This is Louis Vuitton, obviously. But what I've really been enjoying about this bag is just the ease of it. It's empty right now, but I feel like it is a small bag, but it can fit pretty much everything I need, especially since it's just like an open space. It's so lightweight. The strap is just the regular damier bench strap. So this is very comfortable in my opinion. I wear this bag crossbody. I never carry it by this, but you could if you wanted to. But I always just wear this bag crossbody, and I feel like it's just super low-key. It's super comfortable. And honestly, I'm not really going that many places where I want to be like too dressed up. So this is like something that I can just carry for days and days on end. It matches with pretty much everything. And I've just really fallen back in love with this bag. I heard it was getting discontinued. I'm not sure, but I know I've seen it like on some resale sites. So if I see any for reasonable prices, I'll link it down below for you guys. So the next item I have is food related, but it's actually just a coffee. But this is from the company Black and Bold. And this is a light roast coffee from Honduras, and I love it. It says that the tasting notes are caramel, honey, and creamy body, and I definitely say that I agree with that. I definitely can taste like a caramel note to this. Now, this is not like a sweetened coffee or anything like that. It's just plain coffee. But I can taste the caramel in this, especially, I feel like when you add sugar to coffee, or your version of sugar. I use Truvia, but when I add my Truvia to my coffee, I really think it helps to bring out the natural flavors. And definitely I can taste the caramel in this. And it's just a very smooth blend. I love it. And I've used this for lattes. My husband really likes it. Now it is a ground coffee. They do come in bean form as well, but it's a ground coffee. I still use this in my Keurig, but it's a little bit more of a hassle than using a K-cup. But when I have time, I've been drinking this and I love it. So I just wanted to mention this. Yeah. The next favorite that I wanted to share with you guys is my camera. I'm filming on it now, so I can't show it, but I'll insert a picture. This camera was a Christmas gift from my husband. It's the Sony ZV-1. It's made for content creators. That's how they market it, so it would be perfect for vlogging. I don't vlog with it. I use it as my regular sit-down camera. When I vlog, I just use my cell phone because I feel like that's just the easiest thing for me. But this would be perfect for vlogging if that's what you want to do with it. But I just use it as my regular sit-down camera, and I love it. Before, I had a Sony A5000, I believe, Alpha 5000. I think that's correct. But I had that camera for like 7 years, and it had just become a hassle to record on because it would just mess up. My battery got stuck inside of there, so then I was having so many issues with that camera. It started overheating all the time, and it would just stop in the middle of me recording. It made it really hard for me to record videos. And so my husband got me this camera, and it has made my life so much easier as far as filming. I can sit here and film a video in one take without turning the camera off. So I used to really not be able to do that. So I've been loving the camera. I am still trying to learn about it and figure out some of the settings, but so far I've been loving it, and I'm so happy to have decided on this camera. So I have 3 entertainment type things that I wanted to share, and then we'll be all done with this long favorites video. The first is a TV show that I've been loving. And when I first started watching it, I wasn't sure about it, I'll be honest, but it is none other than Bridgerton. And honestly, it doesn't fall into any type of category of a show that I would typically like to watch. But they sucked me in. After like the 2nd episode, I knew I probably was going to continue watching it. It's a short series. It's available on Netflix. I think it's about 8 episodes. I just finished the last episode last night, and I just felt like it kept me intrigued the entire time. So yeah, I'm not going to say too much about the show because I really don't know how to explain it except without giving anything away. But if you're interested, you've been thinking about watching it, I would say give it a try. It's a Shonda Rhimes production. So, you know, your girl Shonda, she's all about the drama. So I'll just say that. She's all about the drama, and this show definitely follows that lead. And then I had 2 books that I wanted to share with you guys. Both of these I listened to on Audible. So the first one is called The Housewarming, and this is by S.E. Lines. This book was really good. Now, the way it started out, I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it because it starts out and this young child is missing. And sometimes I kind of have issues with books that are about like missing kids or hurt kids. I don't know, since I've had kids, that kind of hits too close to home at certain times. So sometimes I don't like to listen or watch stuff like that. But I kept listening to this one, and once we got into the story, it was just really good. It was really good. It was sad. I'm not gonna lie, it was a sad book, but the storyline was just really well done, and it kind of kept you guessing to figure out what happened. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I felt like it was a really good twisty-turny book. So if you like psychological suspense like I do, then check it out. The second book is another psychological suspense. That's typically what I listen to for the most part. So I don't really like listening to like self-help books or anything like that on Audible. Nothing to better myself, only stuff to entertain me. When I do like read self-help or like inspirational books, I prefer to like actually read them. I don't like to listen to them. So generally if I share Audible books with you, they're just going to be for entertainment purposes. So the second book that I have is called Dead to Her, and this is by Sarah Penbrough. And this is the book that I actually just finished this past weekend, and it was really good, and I felt like it was different than a lot of the books, because sometimes if you read so many books or listen to so many books in the same genre, they kind of all sound similar, you know. But I felt like this one had some twists in it that made it a bit different. It was also set in Savannah, Georgia. It was set in the South, and so you kind of have some things that, you know about if you're in the South. I don't want to give anything away, but it won't be for everybody. There are some subjects in there that could be a bit touchy for some people, but I think the story was just well done, and it kind of kept you guessing until the end, which I enjoyed. But there are some themes in it like voodoo and stuff. I know some people don't like reading anything to do with voodoo. It's not a book about voodoo, but voodoo was in this book. So if you're not about hearing about any of that, then skip this one. But I think it was really well done book, and I enjoyed it. So that is it for my favorites. I know it was super long, and I promise that I will try not to wait as long next time. That way my video won't be so long. But let me know down below, what was one thing you've been loving over the past month or so? Just let us know down below. We always like to discover new stuff around here. If you are not already following me on Instagram, please do so. If you're not already subscribed, please do so. If you didn't thumbs up yet, please do so. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.